Hello and welcome to another update video on SUI. I'm currently tracking here on the SUI chart, an ongoing correction, you could say. I'm tracking this as a possible B wave in our blue scenario. That's basically the first scenario and the more bullish one as well, but could still involve some further downside. I don't have any confirmed low in place, but we're now approaching a very, very important level. I mean, over the last few weeks, we've been tracking the chart. There hasn't really been any meaningful bounce or reversal signal, especially not after the 10th of October low. So pressure remained downward, which became even clearer here a few days ago or a week ago, when we got very close here to the 7th of April low and then also broke below the 7th of April low. Because, you know, the 7th of the 7th of April low, that is obviously here a level where a local low formed a significant low. The price started a bounce and formed actually 5 waves up, but it is not a very, very clear 5-wave move up. And actually after that 5-wave move up, yep, we held a higher low, so it could have led to a breakout, but then eventually it couldn't hold a higher low and it all fell apart again. Also, probably the 10th of October, well, definitely had an impact. Here on Coinbase, not so much, but on some exchanges, especially on Binance, it invalidated already back then. I mean, that was an event that was kind of unprecedented. That was a systemic failure. Yeah, that was more than just mass sentiment at its play. That was a systemic crypto market failure, exchange failure, and everything. So something that we always have to consider when we're dealing with the crypto market. What I can tell you is that this local downtrend is currently still unfolding. We are, as I said, approaching a key level, which is the 100% extension of the A wave to the downside. So the A wave and the C wave, they often have a similar length, sometimes a little longer. And so I'm tracking there this area between 69 cents and $1.41. And this is the next, you could say, target area, support area to watch, to consider. We have $1.40 to 49 cents as larger support area, but ideally, if this is the blue count, we should ideally see a reaction in the blue zone. And $1.41 is always a very, very important level. I mean, the 100% extension is always a very, very important level. In this case, it's just the $1.41 level. The microstructure isn't very clear, but I'd say we can consider another 4-5 pattern might be needed to complete wave C of B. And then obviously there is a more bearish scenario as well. And honestly, until we actually get 5 waves up that break above a certain resistance level here, in this case, at the moment, this is $2.42, there is no sign even that a local low has formed. Now, let's take a look at or let's say there is no sign that a meaningful low has formed. Because a local low could form at any point now. I'd say what we are tracking here on the micro degree is a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3. At any point now, a wave 4 bounce could start, and then we can get another low. This is basically everything zoomed in. And I mean, things got a bit distorted on the 10th of October. But this here looks like an internal third wave. There is a little bit of upside momentum today, not much though. Very, 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 very small and tiny upside reaction. So definitely not enough to confirm a low is in. But I'm just saying, be ready at any point. This wave 4 bounce could start. And I mean, until we get a break above this resistance, there's really no sign that something more meaningful is happening here. To the upside, the pressure basically remains downward. But we have to give the market a little bit of room to recover. And I could even add the 23.6 FIB level, so you have the very first resistance level to watch as well, which is at $1.92. So we're kind of stuck at the moment in a downtrend, nearest resistance between 192 to 242, and it seems likely that we're going to reach the blue zone below. That's at least what we've been tracking in recent weeks. So I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, I invite you to join us on X for additional charts, updates, news, and much more. I leave a link in the comment section. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.